Hey guys, and welcome to the racing seat. I'm Rez.
And I'm Matt. Today we're going to be trying to make some semi-solid engine mounts using nothing but a tube of Sikaflex 252.
Yeah, it's the hardest Sikaflex you can get. It's polyurethane, and we're just going to squeeze it into our stock rubber mounts to make them a bit harder. We don't know how it's going to go, so we're going to do it and we'll get back to you at the end.
Yep, let's just give it a go.
Alright, so here's what we used for the episode. We got some black spray paint to paint it. We got some baking paper. We got some dishwashing detergent, some tape, and the Sikaflex 252 to fill them with. We also used a degreaser to clean it off. Undo your lower mounts from your engine so you can remove them without pulling the engine with it, because you don't want that. Before we do anything with the mounts, we're going to clean it up a bit. We're going to clean it with some degreaser, and then we're going to paint it black again to protect it from rust. When you've scrubbed it all, leave it in the sun for a little bit to dry off before you do any painting. We're going to paint the cross member to clean it up a bit before we do the mounts. So our plan is, we're going to put some dishwashing detergent onto some greaseproof paper and then wrap it at the back of the mount and then tape it to the back of the mount so that it's basically a backing for the polyurethane so it doesn't leak out the back. Alright, so our cross member is all prepared for the polyurethane to be pumped into it. So the mounts, as you can see, let's try and get as close as possible, have hollow sections in them. We're trying to fill these hollow sections here with polyurethane so that the mounts are more solid. They're never going to be the same as proper solid mounts, but you know, budget DIY, we'll see how it goes. Put some dish soap on your finger and smooth it out. The dish soap will stop the Sikaflex from sticking to your finger. Make it all nice and neat so when it hardens, it doesn't look like a goopy mess. Alright, so as you can see, we've filled up both mounts with the polyurethane Sikaflex, and yeah, they both look pretty good so far. We're going to leave it for a few days to cure, and then we'll reinstall it back in the car and tell you how it goes. Alright guys, so we waited a few days for them to cure, harden, and we've reinstalled them in the car. And yeah, they're going well. So reasons you want to do solid mounts is the stock engine mounts have basically holes in the rubber so the engine mount can flex, make the mount a bit softer,
because the general population, they don't want to feel the engine vibrations through the car. So that's all well and good for them. But if you're looking for a performance car, the flex is a bit weird. It can lead to wheel hop, driveline lash, and a lot of other things which, not that great to drive with. So you want to swap them out for something a bit more solid. Now this is the cheapest option. You can also buy full racing mounts that are solid as well, which are a lot harder. So how'd they go, Matt?
Yeah, for $30 they went pretty well. It fixed, I was having issues going from first to second where I was able to feel the engine excessively moving, and it did its job. It fixed that up, and it does feel a bit better through the rest of it. It's not at a level that a full solid mount would give you, but it's a bit stiffer than stock, it's a bit nicer, and for $30 it's well worth it. It took it maybe an hour to do. Really easy. Well worth doing.
Yeah, and we got a 50 shore hardness Sikaflex, and the mounts come in other hardnesses, like, I don't know, you know what they come in, Matt?
Yeah, full solid mounts are about 90, a shore hardness of 90. So our Sikaflex was just 50, it was a bit softer, but as we said, it's harder than the stock mount.
Yeah, it's still harder than a stock mount, so it is an improvement. Your rubber's probably less than a 50, and rubber with holes in it is probably way less than a 50. So filling that up makes a big difference. To clean up the Sikaflex that you pumped in, you can use a razor blade to trim off any excess that's come out of the mounted bit and make it all neat.
Yeah. Just once it's cured, you can just trim it off and.
Yeah. So I reckon that's it from us with the racing seat. I'm Rez.
And I'm Matt.
See you next time.